Pranam. Bande Utkala Janani. Today is 1st of April, and in the year 1936, Orissa, the present day Orissa, got its politico-social boundary by separating itself from the Madras presidency. Hence, 1st of April is celebrated as Utkala Divas. Wishes on the day. It is not that Orissa came into existence after 1936. The reference of Orissa has been there in the Mahabharata. Bhanumati, one of the wives of Duryodhan, was from Orissa or from Kalinga. Well referred. After that, the thing for which Kalinga is very popular is the Kalinga War. Ashoka, who was the Mauryan emperor and had conquered almost all of India, Pakistan, except for the southern states, had pulled up all his army against a small state of Orissa. He battled in the banks of Daya river. First phase, men of Orissa. Second phase, women of Orissa. Third, children and old people of Orissa fought till their last breath. And it is said that Ashoka was actually shattered out by the loss which was done. Kauravaki was the commander-in-chief. That means women were in army as well as in household. So the equality of women or the empowerment of women was there in 261 BC in Orissa. It was a democratic state then. That's the reason why it was so powerful. That's how Orissa was in 261 BC. Orissa was the last state to be conquered by the Mughals in India. That's how powerful the military of Orissa was there. It is not that we had a past glory. The recent glory, Tokyo Olympics, the hockey team was sponsored by the government of Orissa. And for the next 10 years, our Chief Minister has declared to sponsor the hockey team. That's how large-hearted we are. It's not for sports only. The first animal husbandry or the first animal health camp nationwide was done by the government of Orissa. We are the people who have been acting the fastest in terms of conserving water, the pipeline projects of Orissa, the connectivity projects of Orissa. All the schemes are farmer-centric. The farmer-centric schemes of Orissa and the millet growing plans of Orissa are considered to be the model plans. So many other projects are coming up in Orissa which are the center of attraction for businessmen all around the world. Do you know Hitler in his dream wanted to conquer Orissa because of its natural resources? Keonjhargarh, the place from where I belong, has the richest iron ore mines. We are the state which has its own classical language. A language which has literature of its own. Multiple, if you hear the literature, then it will be like with Ka. The entire Kamala Vilas will be, entire poetry would be with one particular consonant. Vaidesi Vilas would be with Ba. Upendra Bhanj, one of the greatest poet of all time, the master in literacy. We should be, the poetry of Upendra Bhanj is absolutely fantastic and is still read all over. The dance form Odissi, it's one of the classical dance form and one of the oldest dance forms which is available in India. It's enjoyed by one and all. And last but not the least, the sweet dish. The Rath Yatra, which is done, it's a 15th century old tradition and beyond. Lord Jagannath, tries to convince and tries to please his wife Lakshmi by singing songs where he is offering Rasagulla to Lakshmi. So now you can imagine, if it is there in the legend and the songs and the folklores, how can Rasagulla be not of Orissa and some other state? The Jagannath Sanskriti people, Oriyas, are very spiritual in nature and we are not at all loud. You can see our Chief Minister. He is very silent in terms of media coverage and publicity popularity, but is a silent worker with minimal level of corruption. Such is the wonderful state of Orissa, and I take this opportunity to thank all the people who are witnessing this and the state of Orissa to which I am born, and I am proud to be Oriya. Vande Utkala Janani.